The path to success is never linear. For the Ithaca College men's track and field program, they say it takes a village. For 2 student athletes in the program, that phrase means everything. For senior pole vaulter Shaun Herlihy and graduate student distance runner Licata, their path to success is defined by overcoming adversity. For Herlihy, the height of his career came during his sophomore season when he placed on the podium at regionals.
It was a great experience my sophomore year of just the indoor season. I felt like almost every meet I would come out with a PR. It was definitely took a lot of time because in high school there was times where I felt like I was able to PR, but it just wasn't happening. And then sophomore year, I finally felt like everything was clicking. And just like going into that with all of my teammates me being with 476 and still being third on the team kept pushing me to want to be better and want to jump the 5-meter bar and do this. And going into my sophomore year doing that, it definitely brought a very high expectation out of me for the rest of my college career.
For Licata, it was his junior fall that saw him record breakout performances each week during the cross-country season.
Yeah, junior year cross-country was a great opportunity. Our Coach Herbert was our assistant coach at the time, and he just came in during that season. It was his first year with us. And it was an incredible opportunity I felt a lot of my fitness come through, just working through those fundamentals, and I was really excited seeing how my racing results were starting to become positive and we're building on each other week in, week out. So that season was really great in cross-country.
But as Licata was preparing for his first career Liberty League cross-country championship, an unforeseen tragedy struck.
October 24th, 2023 was when my lung collapsed. That was a Tuesday when we had Liberty Leagues that weekend, and we were gearing up, getting ready for that race. I remember finishing practice. It was an easy 5 miles, just getting some work in, and just felt a really sharp pain just shoot through the right side of my chest. I immediately couldn't take a deep breath, and I was struggling to get a full inhale in.
Despite his season suddenly coming to an end, Licata's teammates continued to surround him during his recovery.
When things got rough for Chris, it was just kind of like a natural thing that, we would gather around him, support him. And I mean, it makes a difference when you see how someone who's going through something like that reacts to seeing everybody just kind of like support them. And I think, Chris is a fighter, but sometimes things get rough and you need support, and I was just really happy that we could be there for him.
Meanwhile, as Herlihy was preparing for the upcoming track season, a torn lisfranc in his foot sidelined him for his entire junior season.
It was definitely very hard at first, like coming from such a high of sophomore year into junior year, just not even being able to walk was very, very mentally challenging because I was just fighting to pretty much just go to class.
While Herlihy was continuing to rehab from his surgery, there was no doubt in his teammates and coaches' minds that he would come back stronger than before.
Knowing Shaun, I've been here 3 years and I knew him before he got injured. He's always been a really hard worker and really cares about what he does. So seeing him work through that, in both injury and the adversity of not being able to compete and still really wanting to, just really showed me how much he is the embodiment really of resiliency and hard work. And I stand by that he really represents that and is a really good role model for many of us on the team.
Having a season-ending injury and going through that rehab and a medical procedure like he did, it can be really hard to stay positive, stay motivated, and stay around the team even. So, I give a lot of props for him for the way he approached this injury and approached this medical process. He came through and worked hard every single day. He was still a voice on our team. still doing all the little things to make sure that he was setting him and his teammates up for success now and in the future.
Come on, Carter! Come on, Chris! Come on, boys! Yeah, Shaun! Oh, yeah, beast!
After months of recovery and rehab, Licata and Herlihy overcame all the odds and returned to their respective events.
The entire track season following my recovery was pretty surreal to me. After not being able to run in Liberty Leagues due to various injuries, just not performing as well as I would have liked to in both my freshman and sophomore year, I was given the opportunity to run both at indoor Liberty Leagues in the mile and both outdoors in the 800, which is my favorite event, and months after lung surgery, which is still probably one of the things I'm most proud of through in my life, to be able to bounce back from that within such a short amount of time, and it's been a great opportunity to build towards those things.
I wouldn't change anything about my college career. Like, I think that every trial and tribulation that I went through was something that has made me into who I am today, and I'm grateful for that. And I think the number one thing of what I realized this year the most was just, you gotta just go out there and you gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy what you're doing, and you gotta love what you're doing, and whatever you make of your situation is what's going to be. If you can see the positive in everything, then you will start feeling better, and you will just start seeing the positives in every little thing.